Live. Unmute your mic. And we will see you here in a few minutes. I'm going to log off this clock. Bye, guys.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to our new Fantastic Female Fridays show. I am so excited to start this. It's been something that we've been talking about doing for quite some time. It's an area that I'm really passionate about, and as I say, I'm super excited to have you all here with me today. Let me tell you what this show is all about. I think that women are incredible people, anyway, for a start. When I think about the role models that I've had in life, I have been very blessed that I've had a lovely mother, a great selection of aunties. I have cousins who are like sisters, and I've had lots of other women who have made a great impact on my life. And I have to say, I've also been very blessed with the men that I've met too. But I do think that there is often a disparity about the way in which we talk about money. And that is something that I really wanted to address when it comes to women and investing. I wanted to make sure that we are talking about money honestly, candidly, and also in such a way where it matches what matters, truly matters to us. Now, I've been interested in the stock market since around about being age 19. And back then I met a stock market training company while I was still in college, and I went and I did a one-day course on it. And from then I decided to get more and more interested in learning about how it all works. And from there I then went on to study my CFA, which is the Chartered Financial Analyst exams. It's the gold standard in investing. And also, of course, the key thing is that I've also learned how to invest actually directly myself. And also, it's really important that I did that because that's where really the training happens. Now, I believe that the conversation around investing typically depends on knowledge, what you know and how you know to implement it and when you implement it, etc. Now, I think myself that it actually is a combination of three things. I think what we need to do when it comes to the investing conversation is that we need a mixture of knowledge, confidence, and then we need to bring it together with the resources that are available to us. And that, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome as well. That is where this show is going to go. We're going to focus on the knowledge, the confidence, and the resources that you need. Now, my hope for you is not necessarily that you're going to become much more active as an investor. My hope for you is that you will know more and more and become more confident and more aware of the tools available to you to make those decisions. That's my hope too. So I'm not going to be somebody that's going to sit here and say everybody should get into the stock market. Oh no. What I'm going to sit here and say is that I feel everybody should learn about the stock market so that then if you do meet an advisor who is directing you on various different elements around what to do with your money, well, then you'll be able to have that conversation knowledgeably and with confidence. And then afterwards or beforehand, if you want to prepare, well then you will have the tools available to you to be able to put the questions to your advisor and make the most of that appointment that you have with them. That is what I am here to do. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but women in the US are responsible for 70% of household purchases. Yes, 70%. 70% of household purchases, and therefore women do a lot of shopping. And you know what? All the stock market is a big supermarket full of companies. So instead of buying organic food for dinner that you're going to prepare tonight, or buying good quality shoes as your kids go back to school, or buying something for your sister because it's her birthday, when it comes to the stock market, all you're going to do is simply look out for companies that have certain characteristics. That's all. That's all the stock market is. And all that said, though, is that I don't think that's the full story when it comes to women in investing. I think that we need confidence along the way, because ultimately some people feel, they're worried. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this right? Am I making the wrong decisions? What if I lose it all? Do I feel silly in asking certain questions? What if I don't know what an ETF is? Or what if I don't know what acronyms are that people just talk about as if I should know? And that's the bit I'm also going to help you with. Every single episode, I am going to give you the principles of confidence so that you can build them, and also then you can transfer them into different parts of your life. And I have been working on building my confidence since I have been a small girl, and I am still continuing to do so. So this show isn't just going to be about building your confidence with money, but just building your confidence in general. And then finally, I'm also going to show you the resources that are available to you. And some of them are freely and widely and immediately available. And others may take a little bit more digging around, and some of them will be geography specific, etc. But the point is that I want to show you how to build on each individual episode yourself. Of course, this show is brought to you by VectorVest, and VectorVest is a software that enables people to make decisions around stock analysis and portfolio management. And I'm going to show you every single time, I'm going to show you a little bit about the program and how you can use it for your own advantage also. So that is what this show is all about. And anybody who saw me yesterday on Trending Thursday, I made this point, is that please don't feel that you need to have any prior knowledge coming here. Oh no. We are going to start from the start. And similarly, if you have experience in the stock market or in the options market or in investing in general, we're also going to make sure that we can build on that knowledge base. This show genuinely is for everybody who wants to learn more, be more confident, and just be more aware of the resources available to them in order to get into investing. So, what are we going to do today? Well, today I want to make sure that you walk away with 3 key things. The first one is an understanding of how men and women invest differently and how to turn that into your own advantage. That's the first thing I want you to walk away with today. The second thing is I'm going to give you a model around motivation, and motivation is a subset of confidence. If I am motivated to do something, well then I will find the confidence within me that may lay hidden. So I'm going to show you a model of motivation so that you can take it and use it in whatever way you want, and particularly, of course, in a way in which to help you to learn more about investing. And then the third thing is I'm going to show you one strategy in line with how women particularly invest themselves. So in line with the key ways that women invest differently to men, that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one key strategy. And then, of course, because it's really important to do this, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things between now and next episode in 2 weeks' time. We're going to get to that later on. So let's take it from the top, right? Let's have a quick chat around how women invest differently to men. Now, before I do that, when I say have a quick chat, I know at the moment I'm the only one with my sound turned on, but please do put in your comments on the right hand side of your screen. I'm super happy to take questions and comments, and also, of course, we will be running this show every 2 weeks, so I will have the opportunity to read them in between the two and build the show all around what you want. So when we think about how women and men invest differently, here is what the differences are. And before I get into them, let me just show you. I'm just going to show you right here what the source of this information is. Okay, you can see it right here. So this is called The Secrets of Women Investors, and it was written, I'm going to show you here, by Kiplinger, Personal Finance. Now, this is one of the results that came out of this, is that in 2015, which was a poor year for the markets, women lost an average of 2.5% compared with a loss of 3.5%. That was in 2015. Now, when you actually looked at the previous year, I'm just going to scroll back up here, as you can see, in 2014, which was a stellar year for the markets, women investors actually outpaced their male counterparts by an average of 0.4 of a percentage point. So the point that I wanted to make to you here is that ultimately, one of the key differences between the two is between men and women is that actually women outperform men both in up markets and in down markets. And I'm going to tell you one of the key reasons why, and this is a way in which you can lever your own advantage. And that is actually women tend to trade less. You might say, Susan, okay, trade less. Do you mean speculate less? Do you mean invest less? Well, let me just exactly differentiate between those two. If you go into the market for short-term gains or speculation, or some people feel that, what's the difference between Vegas and the stock market? Both are a gambler's paradise, aren't they? I don't believe so. The stock market, like I mentioned to you, is simply a really big supermarket with companies in it. Now, do you think that any company ever sets up to fail? Of course it doesn't. It doesn't, because the people who found the company, what they do is that they put resources in there because they believe that the stock market can that the company can grow its wealth by greater than putting that money on deposit. So therefore the stock market is ultimately a collection of companies who aims to grow. Whose aim is to grow is what I mean. So as a result of that, if we look back over the last 100 years, right, let's go way back pre-COVID, let's go way back pre the millennium, let's go way, way, way back. You know what we find? Is that the stock market, on average, delivers 10 to 12% per annum, but over the long term. Over the long term, and that's the difference, is that long-term investing, where you're not speculating, you're simply investing in good, solid companies who aims to grow by serving their customers better and better, and by building its business over the long term, it does make an awful lot of sense. The short term, of course, now that is a different story. The short term, just as any of you who has been watching the markets over the past couple of weeks, that is a whole different story, because that is where we can see crazy volatility, we can see prices collapsing, we can see prices rebounding, all sorts of crazy stuff goes on. So my key point to you is that if you are an investor, as distinct from a trader, then you're generally somebody that wants to capture the long-term value available in the market. That is what it's all about. So, what is one of the reasons why how women invest differently to men is that they trade less. They actually transact fewer times in the market. Now, why is that a big differentiator when it comes to finding out a way in which that you can make better decisions in the stock market? Just have a think about that. So how do you think trading less actually makes a difference? Well, the answer to that actually is because every time that you buy a stock and then every time you sell a stock, you have to pay a commission. So if you're actually trading less, then it will actually reduce the amount of money that you need to spend in order to participate in the market at all. So one of the things that I'm going to ask you to do today afterwards is to think about or to review the amount that you're spending on your broker if you have one. And like I said, many of you may never have been in the market before. And that is the first step in order to get into the market, is you need a stock broking account. You will need a way to buy and sell shares. And one of the best things that you can do as a completely novice investor is to find a cost-effective broker. I am just checking my sound here to make sure everyone can hear me. And okay, we're good to go. So that is one of the reasons, or one of the ways in which men invest differently to women. The second way is volatility. Is actually men take bigger bets and can tend to react more, I suppose, more quickly, and by doing things that doesn't really make sense when things go really wrong or really right, they tend to have more gut reactions and a little bit trigger happy. Women, on the other hand, because they tend to trade less, they actually don't react as much as men do and can follow a strategy more consistently. And that makes a huge difference when it comes to investing in the stock market. Because if you're taking fewer actions, therefore you're letting your winners to run on longer, and maybe also when it comes to losers, it can also mean, well, maybe not quite losers, but certainly companies who do have more volatility, you literally ride that volatility out, so that therefore, as a result of that, then you can make sure that you're getting ultimately the long-term gain. So the third thing is something that I've already touched on. And what that is the consideration around consistency. Women love a strategy. And we know that because based on the research from the report that I just mentioned to you there, we know that women like to have parameters, a routine, a way in which to make decisions, a framework. Women like to have that. And since they like having it, they'll seek it out, they'll research it, but then they'll stick to it. Far more likely than men. And I have seen this firsthand several times. I have seen how men say, yeah, I'm going to follow this particular strategy, I'm going to follow it, and then the first or second time that maybe something goes really right or really wrong,